Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video and welcome back to another episode of Spaceplan. Alright, so, since we last left, we accrued about 24 million watts, which I didn't actually expect that much to come through. However, it's not going to be a whole lot in the grand scheme of things because we have all of these different items now and ideas as well, and they all cost or are worth a lot of watts. So I don't really know what I want to buy. I mean, the ideas are typically the ones that give you the largest upgrade on the watts per second, but I don't really know. I mean, I'll take that. That bumps us up 1,000, and we'll take that. Oh, that might not have been worth it. So now we're at about 7 million, and while we're at it, we can actually buy a potato tank, which I don't know what this does, but this might be a thing that orbits. Not entirely sure. We'll see. But that one actually bumped us up the most, gave us 1,600, so maybe I should have bought those instead, or the tall tater, whatever that is. Regardless, though, we are making and generating a whole lot more watts now. I'm gonna buy another spudolite, and I'll buy it again right there. I want to try and even these out at 25 here, but other than that, we can't even really do anything now. This is very similar to what it was like at the beginning of the series, or I guess the original series. You know, when we would be able to do something for 1 minute and then we'd have to spend 15 minutes talking about random shit because there was nothing else left for us to do. So I guess we're back at that stage again. Although I don't really know if I have anything I want to talk about in particular. One thing I would like to mention, though, is that I didn't get to mention this in the Isaac episode because I was recorded. As I said in the last episode of this series, that video was recorded last Thursday. So that was way before the 4th of July was coming around. But for all my American friends and viewers out there, happy 4th of July. Stay safe. You know, don't do stupid things. And then for all of my non-American friends out there, stay safe. Don't do stupid things. And have a happy and merry Tuesday. Yeah. For the 4th of July, I'm going to be visiting family down in Pittsburgh. So that I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a good time. If you guys are doing anything in particular or whatnot for the 4th of July, let me know down in the comment section below. This is going up on the 4th of July, so that question should be relatively easy to answer, but up to you whether or not you want to answer it. And if you're not an American, if you're not in America and you're not celebrating the 4th of July, you know, what are you doing today? What are you doing today on Tuesday? On this great, fantastic Tuesday, what are you doing? You going to work? You not doing anything? You just laying around, doing absolutely nothing, playing Overwatch or something? Let's buy a couple more of these. Okay. Yeah, other than visiting family, though, I'm not going to be doing anything for the 4th of July. Visiting family is a good enough time for me. I don't need to do anything else. But I just wanted to get that out there and let you guys know that I do care about the 4th of July, and I care that you guys have a good 4th of July or Tuesday, whatever it is for you. Well, it would be a Tuesday for you regardless, but you understand what I mean. Wanted to make sure I mentioned that, though, because I know I didn't do it in the Isaac episode that went up today. But the Isaac episode that went up today is the last one that will be that outdated. I'm actually probably, after I record this and, a let's take a look at video of God knows what game, I'm probably going to jump in on another recording session of Isaac. So, my commentary and, things going on will be updated in those Isaac videos. Feels like forever since I've recorded Isaac, actually, even though it was just last Thursday. So, about 4 days ago, I think, from now. It just feels so long ago. I have been playing Isaac every day, though, because I love the game. I haven't won since, I think it was that time in an episode. Or no, it was outside an episode most recently. I haven't won in a little bit, but I have been playing every day, so I have been getting in the practice and whatnot. I'm not going to dive too much into Isaac and about that in particular, because we're playing Spaceplan here, I don't want to really intertwine and mix together those two games for the sake of commentary. So that's all. That's just what I wanted to say about that, because it was kind of relevant to what I was talking about, so I figured I would bring it up. That, and I don't really have anything in particular I can or want to talk about. Not really sure I want to talk about anything sports related, because I don't want to deviate too far from the game and the channel itself. I don't want to talk about something unrelated. But I don't know. There isn't a whole lot that's been going on, really, outside of sports. There's been a hell of a lot going on in sports, but I don't want to get into that. Just because it's I'm not interested in talking about it really right now. I don't really care all that much. But I can't really think of anything I want to talk about. See, this is why I need to maybe form a podcast or something. Maybe with just myself. No, that would be stupid. You don't do podcasts on your own. You got to get somebody to do those with you. I could probably get some people for that. But this is why I need a podcast, is because there's stuff that I want to talk about that I can't talk about on a regular gaming episode. But there's stuff that I just want to talk about in this sort of manner, not on Twitter, not to people I know in real life, but in this format where I'm just speaking into a microphone, and, possibly talking with somebody else online, and I've never really thought about doing a podcast until recently. And it's still something that I don't really think I'm going to end up doing. Although I'm going to leave the possibility of it happening out there. I just don't think it's something that I'll end up doing, because I don't know if I can get people lined up, every day, or not every day, on one particular day at the same time every week. I don't know if I can really do that. I don't know if I can make that work. And on top of that, there isn't really a huge benefit to it. I don't think I can get I can put the podcasts on iTunes or anything. Not that anyone would buy them. I understand my place on YouTube. I know I do not get a whole lot of viewers at all. Frankly, I'm expecting about 5, if I'm lucky, 10 views on this particular video. So I understand my place on YouTube, and I know that even if I were to be able to put a podcast on iTunes, no one would buy it, and the same goes for like putting it on SoundCloud or something. Even if it's free, no one's going to go on SoundCloud and listen to that. So, like there just isn't a whole, there isn't really a benefit to doing a podcast, really, other than the fact that I'll be able to talk about things I wouldn't be able to normally talk about in a gaming episode, like maybe politics or sports or something. It's an idea, but it's not something that's probably going to be feasible, which is unfortunate, but I mean, not a huge deal. I'm tempted, that brings up another aspect of it, which is that I could bring back the weekly update videos that I used to put out every Monday at noon, but at the same time, I don't want to do that because I don't want to deprive the channel of any gaming content, even if it's just one video. I don't want to do that. I only want to make update videos when they're absolutely necessary, because there were times when I would put out weekly update videos where I had absolutely nothing to talk about, and I would try and bullshit my way through, make it last about 5 minutes, and then say I'm done and, upload the video. If I were to do weekly update videos now, I would want them to be at least 15 minutes long. And I would want to have a lot of stuff to talk about, because you need a lot of stuff to talk about to fill up 15 minutes, at least. So that wouldn't be feasible either, because there's no way I would have enough stuff to talk about every week, Not only that, but I like kind of putting out the sporadic channel update videos, because I'm only putting them out when they're necessary, and I like doing that better than putting out the weekly update videos. So I don't know, I don't know. It's something to think about. Of course, if the channel grows larger, if the community grows larger, then that changes things. A podcast could be feasible at that point. If we reach a point where we're getting a lot of sustained viewership, but I don't really see that in the, at least, foreseeable future, because the channel is actually declining at the moment. We've lost about, I think, 5 subscribers this month. We went down from 666 to 661, and that number has been dropping consistently for the past couple weeks now. We're on a decline at the moment, and even when we had, 666 subscribers, we weren't getting sustained viewership. People aren't watching the videos, regularly, which is not something I'm really angry about. It's understandable. Not only am I inconsistent, but I understand my commentary is not the most entertaining. I'm playing games that have been out for a while. I'm not really playing new games. I'm not really playing interesting games, to the point where it would attract a large audience. So I understand that. I understand why I don't have the viewership that I even used to have with a lower subscriber count. And I understand, why I don't see that changing, in the future. It's not like I don't have high hopes for the channel. It's not like I don't want good things for the channel. If I'm going to be realistic about it, I don't see, the channel blowing up in any sort of fashion. Even if it was in, reaching 1,000 subscribers, I don't see that happening for a long time. I don't see that happening for, at the rate we're going, years, that could be years away. And I don't even know if I'm going to be maintaining this channel for that long. Because, you know, contrary to what people have guessed, you know, in terms of my age, I am actually approaching 17 here, you know, so I'm young, and I'm going to be going off to college next year. So that's going to completely change things as well. I'm not going to be able to put out the content, you know, because I'll be in a dorm room, and that'll completely change things. I won't be able to sit there and record because it just won't work. And that's something I've kind of avoided talking about as well, is that I'm going to be going off to college. I'm not going to be able to put out content for a year at least, you know, maybe even longer, until I can afford to get myself an apartment or something where I actually have my own space to record. But the way it's looking right now, there's going to be a gap where I'm not going to be able to upload anything. So even if I do develop a sustained audience, you know, within this next year here, it's not like it's really going to matter all that much, because I'm going to have to go away for a year or two, you know? So it's unfortunate, but and it's kind of like a bleak outlook, but that's just how it is. And I don't really know how we got to this topic. I kind of deviated a lot from what I was talking about. And we are actually going to end the episode off here. I did end up rambling and ranting a little bit, but I mean, at least I found something to talk about, right? And at some point or another, I will make, you know, an update video saying, you know, I'm going to be going off to college soon. You know, things are going to change. I'm not going to be able to upload really any content. Maybe I would go with no commentary content. You know, that could be a thing. Because, I mean, there's no way I'd be able to pull off the commentary in a dorm room setting. It just wouldn't work. But no commentary is an option. And, you know, there is a demand for no commentary gameplay. Because many people do put their own commentary over gameplay. So I could possibly do that. I don't know. We'll see. But we're just going to end this episode off here. If you guys are enjoying this series, let me know down in the comment section below. Like the video and share it with your friends. Let me know you want to see more of any game series out here on the channel. Link down to the game is in the description box down below if you want to pick it up for yourself. And if you guys enjoyed this video in particular, again, all likes and comments are greatly appreciated. Subscribe to my channel for more gaming content. I play all sorts of games on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll talk to you later.